everybody, it's Amaya. So today's look is going to be the look I'm wearing right now, of course, and it is a super easy glam look. So I've done different versions of this look on my channel before. I've done different like everyday glam looks, but this is the one that I've been wearing for summer, and I just think it's so summer appropriate. I have 3 different forms of makeup that I wear: little to no makeup, this makeup look, and then full glam. So this is what I will wear if I'm going out to like the mall or something. I don't want to do like the no makeup, just concealer, mascara sort of thing, but I don't want to go full glam, but I do want to have a little bit of something. This is what I will do. It's super fast, but yet it looks like you took a long time on your makeup. It looks like you know what you're doing, even if you have no idea. It's super easy. It doesn't have that many products in it, to be totally honest, because I don't really use any eyeshadow. I kind of use blush and bronzer as eyeshadow, which eliminates having to have other eyeshadows and grab stuff out, so you can kind of grab a bunch of different products and use them in different ways, if you know what I mean, so that way you're not packing a whole bunch of makeup. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video. Mwah.
Hey guys, so I'm back and we are going to get started, and we're going to start with the face. So I'm going to start out by priming with my Magic Lumi primer like always. I love using a luminous primer on days where I'm not wearing a whole lot of makeup because I feel like it really makes your skin look so healthy and beautiful, and this one is one of the most affordable, one of the best ones. So I highly recommend this. Now for foundation, I'm only going to go in with a very light layer. I'm using those 2 Revlon foundations. I'll put them in the description, or in my blog post, I mean. And I'm just dotting it over half of my face and then blending it in with my Real Technique sponge. I don't dot it all over my face at once because sometimes it'll dry and look a little bit cakey. So just do one side of your face at a time and your foundation will look flawless and beautiful. That's what I'm just doing here. And then I'm going on my forehead. Now for concealer, I'm using the Catrice Liquid Camouflage Concealer. This concealer I really like. It's a nice yellow tone as well, and I'm just putting that under my eyes and then in other areas to balance out the highlight. And draw a little heart on your forehead because it's adorable. So then I'm just going to blend that in using the same sponge as before, and again, I'm making sure to dab and not rub like I did with my foundation, because if you rub, it's really going to take off your product and make it look streaky. So if you dab, you'll get the most coverage from your product and the most flawless finish. I'm also using that concealer to prime my eyes, and I'm using an e.l.f. Flawless Concealer Brush to blend that in. I like using a brush because I feel like it gives me more coverage. Now just setting my concealer with the HD setting powder from e.l.f. I love this setting powder. It's so brightening and gorgeous, and also very lightweight. And then I'm taking it on a sponge, and I'm blending that onto my under eye area and around my nose and anywhere else where I had concealer, and also onto my eyelids. Now, to start out, I'm going to be using the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer as my eyeshadow, which I've been doing so much recently. I feel like it's the best transition shade for me personally right now, but use whatever sort of bronzer or transition eyeshadow you like. I'm just taking this on a fluffy brush and blending it all over the crease. Be sloppy, don't worry about being too neat. Then I'm taking this blush, and I think it's from Seraphine Cosmetics. I got it in my Ipsy bag, and I'm blending that using a Sigma E35 brush. I'm just blending that a little bit lower into the crease. This should just add some warmth and tie our whole look together, because this is the blush I will be using on my face later. So now for this eyeshadow, this is the Blinkle eyeshadow from JCat, I believe, and it came broken twice. But it's alright, we can work. And I'm just taking that on an eyeshadow brush, spraying it with a little bit of setting spray, and as you can see, it's a beautiful like silvery pink shade, just absolutely gorgeous for every day. It's so brightening and so gorgeous, so that's what I'm putting on to my lids. I really like this eyeshadow. Then I'm taking this contour shade from the Highlight and Contour palette. You can use any eyeshadow or any dark contour powder that you want, and I'm just blending that onto my lash line just to define it a little bit. I'm not doing a wing like I did in my previous video. I am just doing this to add some definition to my lashes. So now to move back to the face, I'm going to be taking my e.l.f. setting powder. This is the e.l.f. face powder, and I'm going to be blending that with a fluffy brush just down my neck and anywhere where I'm going to be applying bronzer. And again, I'm using that Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I don't like this when I'm fair because it looks too orange, but when I'm a little bit more tan, I really like it. I feel like it's a more neutral shade for those tanner people out there. And I'm just blending that all over my face, not being too precise with it either, just giving me a nice glow. So now for our blush, I'm using that same blush from before. It's a nice red shade. Look how pigmented that is too. Like, oh, Oh my god, it's so pigmented. It's a beautiful warm blush. You can use whatever blush you want though. You can use a more pinky blush, a more nude blush, a more purpley blush, whatever works with your skin tone. I just really like how this looks. And then I'm blending it out with my Real Technique sponge just to de-intensify a little bit because we're looking a little intense. Now I'm using the highlighter from Dupe That and Ofra, and it is the You Do You highlight. It's a really pretty gold. It's very similar to Champagne Pop, if that gives you a reference, but it's much cheaper. So if you guys want Champagne Pop but can't afford to spend the money, then just go ahead and get You Do You. It's very similar. And I'm using this NARS brush lookalike. It's actually from Amazon. It was like $1. I love it so much, and this just gives me a nice healthy glow. Now I'm going to add on this e.l.f. Baked Blush in Pinktastic on top because the You Do You is very gold, and I wanted something a little bit more champagne, a little bit more dewy looking, not just straight more like gold peach. I wanted something a little bit more champagne, so that's why I'm using this, just to give me a little extra glow. You can skip this or you can keep it, whatever you want. And I'm also applying it in the inner corners because I really like this shade. I like how it brightens my inner corners. Now I'm going to be setting my face with this Avene Thermal Spring Water and then also my Pixie by Petra Glow Mist. I love these two setting sprays. One's a water, one's a setting spray, but you got me. And I'm just going to fan that off. Now moving on to our lashes, I'm first going to curl them, and this is very important for me because I feel like it really lifts my eyelashes. Even though mine are still pretty curled up, I feel like curling your lashes really lifts the eye, so I highly recommend doing it. And then I am taking the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Eyelash Primer, which I also think makes a huge difference. It really makes your lashes look amazing. And while that's drying, I'm going to be going in with that contour shade from before and just taking it on that same angle brush and putting that onto my lower lash line, just like so, just give me a little bit of definition. And then I'm taking the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer on a small brush and just blending it out. I feel like this gives my eyes nice definition and kind of widens them a little bit, because I feel like if I don't put anything on my lower lash line, it can make my eyes look a little squinty, believe it or not. And then I'm taking that blush from before and just putting it on a little bit. You don't want to put on too much because this is a red tone blush, but you can put on just a little bit and it looks freaking fantastic. Then I'm putting on my W7 Lashtastic mascara. I can't speak today apparently. And I'm just going to put on 2 or 3 coats of this. I love this mascara so much. It's very lightweight, but it gives your lashes so much volume, as you can see here. Then I'm taking my little mini Benefit roller lash and I'm just putting that on my lower lashes. You can use whatever lower lash mascara you like. I like the Rimmel Lash Accelerator right now, but I couldn't find it, so I just used this. Then I'm taking a brush and getting any excess mascara off of my lashes, and then taking a Q-tip and cleaning everything up where I kind of made some mistakes. If you just use a Q-tip, you can clean up anything. So now for lips, I'm lining my lips with this Starlux Pro Sultry Sangria lip liner. Love this lip liner. It's so creamy. It almost kind of wears like a lipstick, but for a very long time. And I'm just putting that on my lips, kind of like a lipstick. I'm feeling them all the way in. You could just leave it like that, but I'm going to add a gloss, and this is the Almay gloss in the shade Nude Treance. I think that's such a cute name. Very beautiful. I love the smell of these glosses, and they last so long. They're absolutely amazing. So yeah, I'm just putting that on my lips and then dragging my finger through to make sure we don't have any on our teeth. Now this was a little extra step that I added, and it's adding a purple liner to my waterline, and this will just make my green eyes really pop. You can totally skip this step if you want though. And that's it for this look. I hope you guys like it, and I will see you in the next video. Mwah!
So that's it for this video, you guys. I hope you guys like it. Please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Mwah!
I come out. I don't makeup.
Freaking liar. It's in my eye. It's in my eye.